Where are we? Are we? Oh, hi.
Princess, you could never guess how happy I am to be here.
Yeah, I bet you are.
It's a good thing you don't bring your old man along on trips like these.
Hey, wait a minute. Let's just leave my husband out of it.
This love affair. This love affair. This love affair. Oh, my heart.
Welcome.
That's just reminded me of Craig Mack. Welcome to the world of Mac. Welcome.
Welcome to the Real SoundCheck Podcast, live on YouTube each and every, well, we try to every Monday throughout the year. Show 77.
Yes.
77. We're scraping away. We're getting there.
Live show.
Live.
Every Monday where possible.
Yeah, man.
Unscripted.
Yeah, man.
You know, it's not chopped up and edited in some nice studio. Not to say there's anything wrong with that, but this is where you can live interact and get in the chat, ask questions, we answer back and everything. So, you know, thanks to everyone for joining us for the past 77 episodes. If you've only joined us for the past few, we'd love to have you for some more, and we'd love for you to share this with a couple of friends, let them know what's happening. Especially after you watch this one, you think, you know what, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the live interaction. I enjoyed the bands between the guys. We have Mr. Diesel, who may be joining us a little later on, and we have the original crew who we always salute in each and every time, the Real SoundCheck Podcast crew. In fact, if you want to get really into what we're doing, you can check out the video for When We Come. So just search the Real SoundCheck Podcast, When We Come. You're going to see 7 DJs on a track produced by one of the DJs, 16 bars each. And some DJs who hadn't put bars down before at all. Check it out and let us know what you think.
Yeah, man. Do that. do that. It's another Monday. My name's Butch Cassidy, and this is
Dave Knight.
And I have to say thank you again for last week's show, letting us into your world, and sharing your thoughts with your book. And you're an author, and sharing it. You know what I mean? Off camera, I had a couple of messages, people saying brilliant, you know, it was a good resource for them and to pass on to their kids and family. And I'll be making my purchase at the end of the month for myself. So salute for last week, bruv.
Appreciated. It was nice to be able to, again, revitalize some of the passion I had for that book and why it came to fruition as well. Just to help people with their personal situations financially, and help their children as well, just understand money before they start earning money. In a nice, simple sort of parable. Doesn't take too long to read. Nice and thing. Got some illustrations in there for the children as well. But it was a great session. And if you want to catch up on that, just go to the channel, have a look through, and you'll see the replay of that.
Yeah, click the live. It's also in the channel, but click live and you see all 12 now. 12 episodes that are on this channel. And if you check the Real SoundCheck, you find the other 60 odd. They'll be there, you know what I mean? So, yes, welcome. Let me hit something. I think we'll start off a bit mellow. Should we start a bit mellow?
Mellow?
In the background. Yeah, just in the background. How was your week, bro?
Well, man, everything's a bit of a blur nowadays. It's been a nice week overall. The weather's been rather tasty in places.
What? Today, 21 all day. I was
This is what we like. This is what we like. You know, people not complaining, oh, it's too hot. But not people saying, no, it's too cold. It's like, you know, just in the right place for people to have a nice day and put a smile on their face and good energy. I ended up catching up with a friend on Friday, impromptu. Ended up having a walk and a talk about life and the way that people have messed certain things up and questioning things, you know. A lot of hypotheticals as well, which we'll probably touch on later.
We will.
Ended up did a quick drink at a Wetherspoons as well. And then
I haven't been to the pub in ages.
And I'm not really a pub guy. You know, I'm not really a pub guy. But went in there and saw that they had a couple of non-alcoholic beverages, you know?
Oh, a beverage.
Beverage. I love the word beverage, you know, me. I love it. You know why I love it? Because of Pulp Fiction.
Oh, I like libation.
Libation, yeah?
Yeah, have a libation.
Libation, yeah. Oh, I love the word beverage. It's like, do you mind? Sorry, let me get into Samuel's character. Do you mind if I have some of your beverage to wash my burger down?
Yeah.
Yeah. So on Saturday, did a course, and then after that, went to see the Legends of Comedy. That was a funny show.
Legends of Comedy.
Yes, Legends of Comedy. So
How was that?
That was great. We had Quincy. We
Oh,
had Toju.
Okay, Toju.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he smashed it. We had Axel Blake.
Yeah.
We had Curtis Walker.
Oh, brilliant. Wow.
And we had Richard Blackwood.
Oh, the vets, man. That's good.
It was a great show. Funny. And you make sure you get to them things early.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, when you're walking in, they're going to point you out.
Oh, they did. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's ammunition, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's ammunition.
Exactly. And me personally, I don't sit anywhere near the front.
Oh, right. Okay.
No, not for me. I know sitting near the front too. I'm going to the back. I'm going to hide myself down and, crouch down and just enjoy and laugh once the lights go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like to. I've been picked on. When I say picked on, as in people usually pick me out for certain things in life. You know what I mean? Like you there with the white trousers. Come out here over here and do this.
I hear that.
So, yeah, that was that. And then Sunday was just a bit of a blur. I went out and got my favorite bread.
Yeah.
And then came back home, chilled for a bit, and evening was done.
Yeah. That's the weekend, man.
Yeah, weekend just went. Shoo! It's like, man, it's like now it's almost time to get ready for the next day.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. Hello to everyone in the chat that's there. Pop in, say hello. If you're settling down, say good evening. Melissa Deans. Thank you for your hello. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, always. What happens
yourself?
Next? Me, Friday I DJ'd at my one of my residencies. It's an adults club. So I did it's a gentleman's club. I did that in the evening. Saturday. What happened on Saturday? See, look at that. It's gone like a blur.
This is what I'm saying. Sometimes it's like it just boom, it's just gone.
Oh, car problems.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I had car problems.
You see, you just wanted to forget about it so much that it's like,
Yeah. Car problems. And it crashed most of my weekend. But then the other side of it happened. Me and my brother were fixing the car. And you know what I mean? When you catch up with your people, we don't live together on that. And so when you catch up with your siblings and whatever, and we're both, no, it goes there, no, that goes there, put that in. And quick bonding. And then I had my nephews around and they were playing and chill out with Mumsy. It turned to a little chill out, you know what I mean? And then we all had our Sunday dinner together and it was good. It was nice. And then I went over to the My Soul Sunday session.
Okay.
In Labatt Grove. Absolutely free to go in.
Nice. That's the kind of prices we like.
I heard Mastermind. I caught Mastermind and Matt White finishing off the night. It was nice. Mature crowd. You could just, you know what I mean, just go in, obviously show your ID and shake a leg, buy a cocktail. And I was chatting with random people. We were chatting about life. Saw some old school friends that I ain't seen in about 20 years, 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
It was random. It was so random. I was only there for about 4 hours in the evening. And just came home, wind down the evening. And then that was it. That was the notion.
See.
That was the notion.
A couple of things in what you said. Number one is about adult venues. Spearmint Wiring House has gone.
Have they gone?
It's gone. It's like boarded up, and they're doing works on some other strips, but I don't know. So you know what I mean? It's like you might have some more clientele coming your way.
Maybe. I know the industry's taking a hit. You know what I mean? Especially with the money that you spend, you can sit down and get someone to do it privately on those sites now, innit?
Okay.
So yeah. So people do that, and a lot of men who prefer the realism are getting in trouble. You know how it goes. You know. Yeah. One guy. I shouldn't talk the things, but I have to talk it. I think I mentioned it before. If I have, do excuse me. One guy forgot to turn off his notifications.
Uh-oh.
So he's in the club buying dances, and at home his tablet's going ping, ping,
20
ping.
quid, 10 quid.
£10? Are you mad? 50 quid, 100 quid, 50 quid, 200 quid, 300 quid, drinks, 100 quid. And the missus is doing a madness to the point she jumped in a cab and come down to the club to Rotted. War.
Wow.
War. I'm telling you. This is it. And it's just one of those things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some guys are like that, it's so weird that, being in that environment and understanding it. It's escapism for some people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It is, the fetish side, seeing, bodies and so forth and whatever. Mm-hmm. And then some people just come out for an extra drink. The pubs are closed.
Yep.
The venue closed later, so they just come out to socialise and have a drink too late. But they don't want to go to a club. Yeah. They don't want to go to a club. It's more about talking and having a bit of banter and whatever else. So it's also the social aspect of it as well. So
yeah, because I guess the music levels as well in your.
Oh yeah. I get to play music in between the dances and so forth and the performances and introduce tracks and introduce the dancers and it is fun. It is a little bit of fun. Yeah.
And then the thing you mentioned about you had to go to this. Well, you went to this place, but you had to give your ID in.
Yeah,
now, I can understand showing your ID.
Oh, not
is
give
one
it in.
thing.
Not give it in. Just sorry. Show ID. Sorry.
Because my thing.
When I say it was free.
Yeah. Because my thing is the venues that have this machine that scans your whole thing.
Oh yes.
Like what's that about?
Yeah. It depends where you are. Some councils, if I'm right, they're very strict and they want identification to be digital, if you understand what I mean. And they're on what they call like a town circuit. So if anyone causes problems and the person's been banned from one place, it will come up on the machine saying if this guy turns up, you know what I mean, or this girl's being disruptive or whatever, if that ID flags, then it flags straight up. Whereas if it's done manually, that person will get banned at the top of the road and then try come down the bottom of the road and maybe cause problems and whatever, and you don't know. So that machine is like an interactive internal thing.
It's ANPR for people.
Yeah. Why didn't that come into my head? Yes, that's the easy way to say it. It's ANPR, taking people's number plates, their faces, and keeping it on. Keeping it on. If you've just joined us, welcome. This is the Real SoundCheck Podcast. It is Monday. It is just after 9 o'clock. Myself and Dave Knight. My name is Butch Cassidy. I think it's time we go in. Oh, you got me. I think it's time we go in. I think it's really, really time we just go in and have a chat. Right, please share the link. And also, if you want to get involved, get up in the comments. Let me drop the music down a little bit because we're going to chat, man. We are going to chat.
And again, if you got the comments there and you want to get interactive, make sure you drop them. If you've got an opinion, drop it in there as well as we're talking along. So, Mr. Butch Cassidy.
Yeah. This week the hot topic that has been floating around is is Mr. Diddy. We're not gonna put any graphics or go over any videos or nothing deep like that. I think everyone who is of the culture and seen it has heard or seen something. Allegations have been brought against him for multiple reasons, but more recently, a video crept up of him at a hotel, I do believe, and Cassie was leaving the hotel, ready to go. They might have just, finished whatever they were doing or whatever, and she wanted to cut. He wasn't having none of it. He come running down the hallway of the hotel in a towel, threw her to the ground. Looks like he abused her, and that has surfaced. 2016, I do believe, 16 or 17. Don't quote me. Around that time, and yes, it's caused a lot of distress and questions to be asked. And what we're coming from as well, when due to what happened with R. Kelly and the cancellation of, some people of his music and so forth, we're asking with Diddy and the allegations, and not just the Cassie incident, what happens to the rest of Bad Boy? What happens to the rest of Bad Boy? What happens to their music? Because there's a lot of artists that have got not a dicky bird to do with none of it. And does it all get tarnished because of his actions? So that's where we're definitely staying in that vein. We won't go into any too much trauma and stuff into his actions. People passing judgment is deep. I hope he didn't do as much as they say he did. That's to be fair, because I am a Bad Boy fan. I think it was one of the major labels that really, as a young man, DJing and building my craft, it's sad to see now that potentially, due to the cancel culture that has been developed online, that people will go out and not want to hear anything from him. So that's my fear. That's my reason why me and Dave are going to be talking about it. And yes, all of your comments are welcome. Good evening to Wendy. Nice to have you here.
Evening.
Good evening. Hello, Marketing, UK Web Boy.
Greetings. He's already jumped in. More money for them.
Well, this is it. Diddy has, and this is allegedly, transferred most of his businesses over to his mum's name.
Now, when did that happen?
Right, a step down from Revolt, shifted that over. You know what I mean? It's all yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? It's all a bit awkward and a bit suspect, but just like anybody would, you have to protect your assets. Depending on what's gone on. We all know, if you don't, that he had a court case with Cassie and ended up paying money to her. But then the video then comes out a year later. And then did you know, and this is the bit that I found out, that the law stated in America, if a victim of any form of, remember we're on YouTube now, so I can't say the word, what's the book?
Well, there's SA, there's...
SA and rhymes with tape. If any of that happens, if you don't report it within the 12 months, it won't be, you can't bring it up afterwards.
Has that recently changed then?
Recently changed.
Right. Because I was going to there's a couple of situations that have happened in the similar vein, and it's been
assets
years
with his
later.
sister. Sorry to cut you.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. Thank you. Let me post these up as well. Sorry.
Yeah.
His assets are with his sister. That's good. And assets, all different kinds of trusts. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You set up a trust, put your brother or sister with it, and then it can't be touched in your name if you get sued.
Yeah, because the trust owns it.
Yep.
And this is another thing about the whole education about money and everything
that we
some
need a part
people
two.
Don't know about. And I'm not saying I'm an expert in it. I'm just saying there's things that, like trust, that people aren't utilizing necessarily for their advantage, because it's accessible to them, but it's just not them thinking about they can use it to avoid inheritance tax.
There's enough I wouldn't say enough. Enough is the wrong word. There's a lot in the sense of new information about stuff like that. And I think a lot of people are using those strategies now more than ever.
Yeah.
You know, the internet is a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the side hustles that used to be quiet and sneaky, everyone's advertising them. So now, you know, our government's turned around and said, if you got a side hustle, even selling clothes, you have to declare your tax and so forth. You know what I mean? Of these hustles. But then, you know what I mean? So be it. It is extra income. But then the other side of it is people are telling you, here, what? You got to treat your family as a business. You got to treat your family as a, you know, what's the word?
Ongoing legacy.
Ongoing legacy, and you have to be careful about where you know, how you sign things, put things together, and make sure that it's not left over so the taxman will just come in and eat
properly.
eat too much. Eat property,
just
eat
chow
savings, eat everything like that, and you know, things about insurance and so forth, insurance policies and how to utilize that, how to basically become your own family bank. You know, within the right means, and I suppose that would be another show.
Yeah. Man.
So
I'm just wondering, when did he do this transfer? That's the question.
Well, this is it. I think with his level of connections and solicitors or lawyers, as they say, you know, maybe he got a heads up, and it was a phone call. You know what I mean? Because even when I saw the post like passing on a dead scroll, Diddy transfers his assets, I said, yeah, that's quick. Diddy steps down from Revolt within 48 hours. I was like, oh God, you know. So
it's just I don't know. To me, that okay, it's we're saying that he transferred the assets from day one. How interesting. Because I remember when he came over to the UK in terms of the record label itself. Yeah. And he couldn't call it Bad Boy Entertainment over here. So he had to call it, I think he called it Puff Daddy Records. Yeah. Over here. So are we talking about, I wonder if it's all of his stuff, including the music, or if it's just maybe property and things like that. Because if the music is now transferred to someone else, someone is a beneficiary of the trust. Someone's going to get the revenue from the trust that's being generated. And how does he then get hold of that if he's still getting hold of that?
Well, no, he might be still down as they do. Well, yeah, you're right. He might be still down as an employer of the business, but not the owner of the business.
There you go.
Yeah, so I think it's definitely going to run the fine line. But I want to swing round to the rest of Bad Boy. This is the topic that we're talking about. Please, you lot chime in anytime you want if you've got an idea or an angle that we might not be, privy to, or you see it from a different point of view, which is what we encourage. R. Smelly, he had his music. He had his music literally cancelled.
Yep.
Literally cancelled. You tried to play Step in the Name of Love, any of the old Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, all those ones that were very, suspect songs. You tried to play them now, and the majority of people don't want to hear it. Yeah. There's some that don't really care, don't really care. People will still want Step in the Name of Love at their weddings or something like that, because this is a gathering tune, it's a dancing tune, it's a, it's a happy tune, and it's got nothing to do with that, but they are suspect songs. But then it did trickle down to Aaliyah's music and other people's music. You know what I mean? It's sad because I suspect that the same thing was going to happen to Diddy. But let's go through it. Faith Evans, Mary J. Blige, Craig Mack, who else?
Notorious B.I.G.
Notorious B.I.G.
Well, Junior Mafia in a sense. I guess.
Okay, Junior Mafia.
G-Dep.
G-Dep, Cherry Dennis. Shine, who recently says he's disowning Diddy now.
Mace.
That's nearly 10 artists and their products. Total, yeah. Well done, thank you.
Mendy.
That's nearly 11 artists that we've mentioned, and their catalogs are going to get cancelled. Like cancelled. Yeah,
Well,
Mary J. Blige. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the 411? The baddest album out there. Are you nuts? Are you really saying that potentially you're going to do the same cancellation that we did for Are You Smelly for Mr. P. Diddley? Nah.
Well, here's I think there's a slight differentiation, all right? And here's
Go
a slight
on.
differentiation. And I'm not saying this is the be all and end all. It's just like a thought process of how it differs slightly from R. Kelly's catalog. Not necessarily R. Kelly, the artist. But R. Kelly's catalog, he wrote, he, produced, and he sang.
Right. I think I
So
I
it's
see where you're
all
going.
his actual stuff.
Yeah.
He owns
his
the
voice.
publishing, his
Yep.
voice, and all the rest of it. So you play his stuff, the publishing goes to him.
Ah.
Right. Now, it is the same with Bad Boy, because P. Diddy was known for having deals where he gets a majority share of the proceeds.
Yes.
But he's not the artist.
Fair point.
And although what I feel was where Bad Boy started to sort of go in a different direction, is that it got to a point where he started to put out his own albums.
Okay.
And he started putting them out to such a rate that we weren't hearing from the original artists.
That's fair.
So I think in between two, maybe 112 albums, I think he released 4 of his own.
Yeah.
Something like that, do you see what I mean?
No, he's got 3 albums. Someone fact check. I think he's got 3 Diddy albums. Is it 3 or 4? Yeah.
Yeah, to me, it just seemed like he started to release a lot more in terms of, he thought, well, I'm big enough now. I can write, I can produce, I can release, and keep more of the money. I don't need these artists almost.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing that we can come on to is Dirty Money. How am I forget? Oh, sorry, Diddy Dirty Money. I don't know why he did that to them. Let them just be a group and dance around with them. Why he's got to put his name first?
Okay, the Locks.
Oh yeah, the Locks.
The Locks, because I think they called into a radio station one time and said, Puffy's a thief, you're a thief. And then he called in and it was like, let me just show you how the business works. It's not me being the thief. But, there's going to be people who don't necessarily like what happened with that. But do we really sort of throw away Lil Kim's catalogue, Biggie's catalogue, all of these tracks, all of these hits? Because you can't deny that he made hits in the same way that R. Kelly made hits. But are they now a staple piece of people's sets, DJ sets? Do we hear as much Bad Boy now? So are we even that really?
Right. So here's the finite bit that the reason why I nominated this as this week's show is this. The 90s, music, style, fashion, everything has had a chokehold, has a big chokehold on society today. And for the last how many years? In the last decade, remember the 90s, back to the 90s. I love the 90s. It's all about the 90s. Let's go back to the 90s. Every event that happens in London has got 90s at the end of it. Even the people that were spam in the 90s are now young adults talking about this was the greatest time. They weren't there. It wasn't even imagined. Yeah, some of them were.
The mother hadn't even been chirps yet.
Exactly.
Chirps. Notice I use the word chirps as well.
I don't want to be wicked, but the mistake never even happened. You know what I mean? It didn't. It didn't happen. But it's had a chokehold on fashion. Look, everyone's wearing baggy now. Everyone's back to baggy trousers and kick out boot cuts and everything and big. You know what I mean? But everything is dressed up. Any fancy dress to the 90s.
Yep.
So music wise, the music is not being funny. It's still getting played, and sometimes even more than new music today.
Yeah.
So then I firmly believe that, hitting someone like him, not for that reason, but hitting him is going to have a knock-on effect on that style of party lifestyle. Or does it? Or does it not? I don't know. But the 90s and Bad Boy, between Bad Boy, Death Row, Def Jam, come on, man. It's up there. It doesn't matter which order you put it in. It's one of the top three. You know what I mean? What's the question? Do you think Bad Boy artists need to publicly condemn him in order not to be cancelled? Ooh, I don't think they should.
It's a strange one. It's a tricky one because I'm sure he still controls the purse strings.
To their publishing and everything else, and he can tie up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years worth of money, chokehold it, and say that there's something wrong just because they went out and done, like Shine's just done that. So anyone that's trying to, you know what I mean, play his music or whatever, he can just make a phone call and say, you know what, stick his money in a bank for 10 years, I'll eat off of the profit of it, and then we give it to him 10 years later, but he ain't getting a penny now.
But even some of them still under contract?
Well, this is it. Even if they
Whoa.
do, would they make any cash? That's a good shout. It's him and only him. What?
He did them all dirty.
He did them all dirty. Okay. They use the 90s just to get people to come to their event, but when you get there, you find out you've been tricked. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. That's very, very good. Some still haven't got a contract to play Diddy music. Some people still have got contract to play Diddy music. Okay. Teddy Riley, many hits in the 90s. Okay. Yeah, that's true. There are Diddy like... What?
They're out for Diddy.
Oh, I think it's a T. Yeah, they're out for Diddy like...
Maybe.
Whoa, this is it. This is it. We can't...
Any bad news to trash? This is interesting because it's... So stepping back to the court case, is what was described was refuted, but then suddenly it's evidenced. So that gives even more weight to what's in the court case.
Well, don't forget, there's other allegations. Child, this, that, whatever.
Or in the court case, right? In the papers.
Remember, there's multiple things that he's been... Remember, they went to his house.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I mean, they were after certain things and they wanted evidence that he was bringing in youths to the house. And then there was the video of the guy saying, yep, I've seen loads of little kids going... This guy's driving past again. Loads of little kids go up in there. I was driving past the other day and I didn't like it. What was all that about? Like, baiting him up clean on video. I was like, rah. Is this what people are seeing but staying quiet about for years? Do you get what I'm saying? So there's all that side. But then because the Cassie's more recent and he paid out the money and she took the money, now the videos come out and then the county or city that it is in, as I said, past that thing, they can't prosecute him because it's past the time statute of whatever it is that it's allowed to be prosecuted.
Yeah, but I think the quote unquote the damage is done.
Yes,
because it was refuted so succinctly, shall we say, and now it's just come out. So okay, that's some people are saying that's why the suit was settled so quickly out of court.
Yeah,
quickly, like quick time, to the point 50's always on his case.
50's on his case, but remember Cat Williams. Remember a couple months ago at the start of the year, Cat Williams said it, and he said it early before this come out. He goes, yeah. I wish I could play the clip, but it's too much to go find. He goes, yep, all of this happens in Hollywood and everything else. And also, they're going to be going, it's going to come on top for all of the big boys out there. You could be Diddy, you could be blah, blah, blah. He mentioned a couple names. He goes, this year, it's all coming out. We're not even halfway through the year, and they've gone for Diddy.
It's been a very interesting year. Because he's okay. If we go to his history, in terms of he's not known for necessarily doing the best deals for the artist.
Yeah.
Although he's gonna propel the artist to wherever they get to. He's gonna make the artist famous, granted.
Yeah.
But in terms of the deal that they get and the money that they get, maybe it's not as much, and maybe he keeps the lion's share. Some people may say that's fair because is Diddy. He's had the magic touch from Jodeci times.
Yep.
Styling them and whatnots. First time I saw Diddy was in the "Don't Curse" video by Heavy D. He was one of the dancers in the back, with the side and everything. You know what I mean? And then we have Melissa Deans has mentioned the situation with making the band,
Yeah.
the cheesecake episode.
I didn't see it.
Listen, all right. Hi. Making the Band was a funny series. I say funny as in like it was just a very interesting, eye-opening insight to the world of making records, how Diddy might work in certain situations, giving them, you know, guidance on how to say things, small things like don't go up, go down on that word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, but there was this one episode where he had them all in a flat, some penthouse, one of his houses.
Yeah.
And they all had to freestyle. So they're freestyling. And I think there's one of the game called Ness. He said something maybe a little bit cheeky in a sense. And said, you know, something towards Diddy that, you know, the same way that Cannabis kind of did LL Cool J.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Right. So Diddy was maybe not too impressed. And he was like, because one of them said they're hungry. He said, you know what? I'm hungry too. You know what I feel like right now? Some cheesecake. And you know where does the best cheesecake? Such and such on the corner of 5th and Main in such and such. Yeah, that's what I want. I want all of y'all to go there and get me some cheesecake. Walk to such and such and 5th and Main. This is some far place. And bring me back some cheesecake. And if my cheesecake is in the slightest bit soft, that's how he treated them. So he closes the door on them. They go off. They walk for how long, hours, grab the cheesecake. They walk all the way back. They get to the apartment. He's not there.
Liberty. Liberty. Liberty.
When he said it was ridiculous, he said it was so wrong on every level. Then he didn't want the cheesecake after all of that. Crazy episode.
Okay, so he's abused his power. That's what a lot of people have said. A lot of people have said he's abused his power in and out of business. Because, you know, out of business, he's obviously manipulating people, manipulating women to do his, you know, his bidding and be around him and be his thing. You know, I've heard a lot of the hypothetical, let's make sure it's said, the hypothetical stories from security guards and so forth. And they've said that him and Cassie used to have parties and they used to have male escorts and everything coming over and so forth. And, you know, they would do things and make them do things and so forth. And it's a bit wild. But obviously that's, to me, how can I put it? That's their personal life that's exposed to people around them because they need security. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's people doing the same thing right now, but you don't know and they're not famous.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I always say to people. We can point the finger at the people we found out what they're doing, but there's people next to you, your co-workers, that could be sat opposite you that are doing the exact same thing. But because they're not famous, what are you going to do? What?
See, here's one of the things that kind of makes me think, right, is you have an artist from wherever, they'll be caught doing whatever type of illicit substance, or they'll be known for having it.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But their employer is not saying anything.
Okay.
You think I can be caught doing illicit substance and going to work the next day and not get spoken to?
Oh, sorry, this is my light.
So it's an interesting dynamic between, like you say, the famous and the not so famous.
Yeah.
Rules somehow don't apply sometimes in certain situations. So like LO Marketing is saying that Bad Boy is not going nowhere. It's almost too big to fail in some respects. Now, I'm not saying it won't fail.
We're not saying that. Go on.
Yeah, I'm not saying it won't fail. I'm just saying you can get to a point where you're so big that you're very hard to touch properly.
But then this is the point that I'm trying to make. Who's going for Bad Boy? No one's going for Bad Boy. They're going for Diddy.
But Diddy
and that's all it
represents
takes.
Bad Boy.
Yes, but that's what it takes. Why do you got to go for Bad Boy? Bad Boy will fail because he fails. No? Are we wrong?
Catalog-wise, yeah. Catalog-wise, it's there, isn't it? But again, are we going to be playing, should the artist suffer, like the caption says, should the artist suffer because of what has happened now? Should we still be playing Faith Evans?
Yes.
Should we still be playing Total?
Yes.
Should we still be playing Mace?
Yes.
They've got nothing to do with it, but the proceeds of when we play those songs are going to...
Yeah, you can say his name. Yeah, it's going to him. Yes. Because it's his business.
Yeah. So we're feeding someone who doesn't no longer, quote unquote, deserves to be fed.
Okay. But then, like someone says, there's the... Oh, wait a minute. Let me put this up. Let me put it up. There is there is the question over MJ and the madness that he was doing, hypothetically. Going to people's houses and spending the night with the children and having children spent overnight with him, but we're still remember the time. we're still there. No one's questioning that. No one's questioning that. So where does it? Where does it? Yeah.
I guess because he was acquitted. I guess in some so for some.
Where in
saying,
what court of what to where?
He got clean of all of the charges. Though there's people who still feel that it's still a thing, but he was clean of all his charges.
He was cleaned of all his charges. But then the people after he passed away came out and goes, "Oh, I was told to say that."
The people who were accusing him, have come out and said they were told to say certain things.
Yes, one of the boys that I wish I had the clip. One of the boys that was young at the time and he's now an adult went through the program or whatever, shut his mouth. MJ passed, and then afterwards he said, "I was told to say that."
Right. So cancelling MJ for some is not as problematic, quote unquote, as an R. Kelly thing, or now we're seeing a situation where it could be another push that to the side and only play So Def, because So Def was running things at that point at the same time as Bad Boy was.
They had their corner. I wouldn't say they were running things. they had their corner. They had their. You see that word proof. You see that word proof. If you know about behaviorisms and people's thing and whatever, you see when you have to go to the line of proof. It's either there or it's not there, or it's there and it's been ignored, or it's there and it's been pushed aside. Do you get it? But in all factors, it's there. And that's how I see proof, in the sense of people said, "Oh, this happened to me." And then people say, "Oh, no, it didn't." And then they go through a court system. The court system say, "Oh, there's not enough evidence." Huh? That person was there. None of you 12 in the jury were there. None of the judges were there. No one was there. That person was there. But yet, it has to go through all of that to be viable. Anyway.
It's an interesting, because I'm sure there's people, when Cassie first said XYZ, they were like, nah.
Yeah.
Why you take so long to say something?
Yeah.
And now we have visuals.
We have visuals, but you took the money.
No, but it's not a case of... I know what you're trying to say.
I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just speaking what has happened already. Yes, but she took the money. If someone punches you in the face and then says, "Here's 50 grand," which one is it? Do you sue them, or do you take the 50 grand? You can't do both.
You technically can.
Tell me how.
Because from what I understood, is the lawsuit wasn't necessarily against Diddy himself. The lawsuit was against Bad Boy as an employer. So she sued the company and the company settled. But because Diddy owns the company, it looks like Diddy settled.
Oh, this is sticky.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so sticky.
That's what I'm saying. Now, you talked about I think is it called a statute of limitations? Where
I don't know.
You know,
I don't
the
know.
timing of, you know, when you submit something or where you want to claim
Yeah,
for something.
yeah.
So it's like, well, I'm not going to use this now. I'm going to put my thing through.
Yeah.
And then get my money. And then when the time is right, I'm going to release it so there's proof. So people can't say I went after it just for the money. Here's the proof of what happened. This is what I had to endure. Maybe you don't want to go and stand up in somewhere and be face to face with that person anymore. So you do all this from the hands off, so to speak. Arm's reach.
Swinging the conversation back round. No, because it's a sticky one. It's a
definitely.
very, very sticky one. Please put your comments in. I think it is about that time where we do something like this. If you just joined us, it is the Real SoundCheck Podcast. My name is Butch Cassidy.
And I go by the name of Dave Knight.
Yes, he is. Welcome to the podcast if you just checked in. We are talking, does Bad Boy Records and the artists on it have to suffer because of one man's actions and past mishaps and foolishness? Let's keep it 100. Beautiful comments have come up in. Please continue in the chat to air your ideas or your proof, or if you've just fact-checked stuff. Please. Thank you for letting us be hypothetical as well, because we like to do hypothetical talking, and we don't want no one taking offense. But sometimes the hypothetical can just broaden the conversation. So please.
I think a question for the people is, would you now be offended if you heard a Bad Boy tune in a club?
Good question. Please put that in the chat. Would you be offended? Oh, hold on. It's your birthday party. You've hired a DJ and they started playing some Bad Boy songs. Are you upset? LL Marketing saying it's all about putting Diddy down. They're already suffering due to contracts that they signed with him. I said, nope, it's got nothing to do with it. Nope, you won't.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
No,
Not at all. Good evening, Leroy.
Good evening,
Nice
sir.
that he's here. I wouldn't be offended.
Right.
There we go.
So this is the songs of the artists. So the artists look like they are generally not going to be affected by this. But just exactly what Wendy said. If you put that one up, maybe don't play the tunes where he's rapping.
Oh, that's hard.
Because he got into it, didn't he?
Take that.
Those are ad-libs.
Yeah, that's it. He's in the back of everything so he can get publishing.
There you go.
He's in the back.
There you
He
go.
did a Simon Cowell. He's in the back just, go there, baby. It's all right, baby.
And then taking 50%.
I'm taking money.
Because I can understand a full Diddy track.
Yeah,
a full Diddy track.
That might be a bit
Somebody.
off-putting for some people, but I don't think the rest. Like, leave my Faith album alone. Don't touch the Total. Leave me alone with Total. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It's just so sad that my favorite R. Kelly tune, Slow Dance, cannot be played anymore. I'm sad.
Yeah, and there was a recent Diddy track that I found.
Which one?
I think Move On it's called.
Okay.
And love the track. Love the track.
Mm.
Now it's like, I mean, he doesn't even feature on it that much.
Okay. Is it off the Love album, the last album?
The one where he's standing up facing away and it's red.
Yeah, the Love album.
It's
Yeah.
kind of that.
Yeah. Ooh, Leroy's stating, all those artists knew how he flexed, but they shouldn't really be punished, which is fair. This is the music business. No way play all full Diddy track. Never rated him though. Okay. Okay. Everyone's got their opinion.
Yeah.
Would you be offended? Was it? Would you
Offended.
be offered? Or must be
Offended,
offended
yeah.
if you heard Suge Knight.
On a track, but Suge Knight he's the classic, isn't he? He's like, if you don't want someone all up in your videos, all up in your tracks, come death row. But
Suge must be sitting there going, I told you, motherfucker. It's like saying we're not going to play any Changing Faces song. Oh, this is what I'm saying. Marcus Houston, Changing Faces, B2K, all of that, you know what I mean, that R. Kelly did. You know what I mean? It's leave it alone. Leave it alone.
It's really, really, it's because my humble solution,
yeah,
is when people are convicted of these things, that artist, producer, whoever, is stripped of all of the music rights, and the music rights go fully to the artists. And that way, when you're playing the songs, the artist gets the full benefit and the person who committed the felony does not.
But then it's like if you own something and you've paid for it and
Yep.
you have the license. In other words, I paid for the studio for you to come in and record. I might have my problems out a road. Now you get 100% of the track, but you didn't pay for the studio, you didn't pay for the production, you didn't pay for the engineering, you didn't pay for nothing. So technically I have a percentage of that product which we are sharing. You want to take all of it.
Because
But
I
yeah,
didn't get
I
caught
have-
up in no stupidness.
Fine, but I have my kids to feed and there's 5 of them.
Then you shouldn't be caught up in stuff like that.
That's fair.
It's
I'm
just like-
I'm-
yeah.
as I said, this is
That's it.
hypothetical.
Yeah.
We're going through it, you know.
Because that's the thing. People want control of their business. You've done the business. You've built it up. Everything was because of you. But in these situations, it's like just giving them a, I don't know, 3 months in jail, 6 months in jail. Yeah, it's part of your punishment. Is that really going to cut it? Because we lose the enjoyment of the artistry.
yes,
And I think, it's kind of, as we've had people in the chat say, they're not going to be offended if you play the artist that were on Bad Boy. But if you play the P. Diddy track specifically, there may be a little bit of resistance. R. Kelly, you might be offended if you play the R. Kelly track, but Changing Faces, I can't remember some of the people that he produced for, but all the
like I
the
said,
public,
B2K, Marcus
B2K,
Houston, so many. There's so many. It's too many.
even Aaliyah's stuff,
Yeah, yep.
we love those tracks. We want to hear those tracks, but to know that he's gonna get the benefit.
Kelly Price.
Yep.
Yep.
This is Mr. Biggs. What you doing, Mr. Biggs? What the hell is going? Oh, can I even? I'm not even probably not even allowed to.
This is what
Sorry.
I'm saying.
Sorry.
Can't someone just? I just want slow dance to. Can someone re-record slow dance for me, please? That's it.
But
I just want to hear that tune, man.
But even then, they still own the publishing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're not hearing his voice. Like, that shit, way. Like, I'm not bothered about all that. I just want to be able to play slow. Do you know when you're in a slow jam clash or a 1-for-1? Do you know that tune? What slow dance used to do? Do you know what slow dance? Anyway, let me stop. We are speaking from a DJ's perspective. This is what the Real SoundCheck Podcast is about. Slow dance is a bad boy slow jam tune, yeah? Oh, Mech, I tell you. Leroy, what are you saying? Just to note, we aren't part of the cancellation culture of this generation, okay? We have been brought up slowly, analog life, and now others brought up fast, digital, means there has
to be
a victim to that's another thing as well. This is why we were asking, will the rest of Bad Boys suffer just because of it? And is it really our generation's thing to cancel people, but to stay trendy with your kids, to stay trendy with what's going on, because there's a lot of adults who live that style of life. You know what I mean? They hear things like that and they're like, well, yeah, cancel him. Not that they're jumping on bandwagons, but it's part of what's going on out there. But as I said, at the start, and some of you may have missed, there seems to be this thing where they want to like break down the 90s. They want to slowly just disintegrate it because it's got a chokehold. It's got a chokehold on entertainment, lifestyle, even like, you know what I mean? Just the way that everything is made, everything, music is throwing back. Half of the songs that are out now has got 90s samples in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And flips and vocal thing. Bryson Tiller used Jodeci, some other people, whatever, and that was 2015. He was doing that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's and our marketing supporting that. Music is music. Name and shame the foolishness. Yeah, I definitely believe it should be an individual thing. I definitely feel if he's done stupidness due to his ego, his lifestyle and what he gets away with and so forth, and he pushes the boundaries of getting away with more and more sinister stuff, and it gets to harm other people, then throw him where you need to throw him. You know what I mean? Beat him down where you need to beat him down. But everybody else, they shouldn't have to suffer.
No,
they shouldn't. They shouldn't have to suffer. It's not fair.
No, not at all. And again, I guess to me, I feel that there's a stronger element of people not wanting to hear R. Kelly's stuff than there is of the situation. So, R. Kelly tracks, people don't want, I don't say they don't, could I say they don't? People in the chat, people who are listening right now, are there tracks that you would love to hear, but you're not able to sort of express it, or you feel that it's been cancelled, so you don't want to listen to it anymore? Tracks that you love from anyone. So, for instance, you've got Slow Dance.
Oh my God,
from R. Kelly. Aaliyah's first album, there was a couple of tracks on there that did just wonderful.
Yeah.
But some people may say, you know what, I can't play that because of what happened to Aaliyah and that situation. So, are there any Bad Boy tracks by Diddy that you would say, you know what, I love the track, but I'm not going to play it anymore?
Oh my God, Benjamin's, don't touch it. That's not getting. I'm sorry. No. You're not touching Benjamin's. I'm beating that tune out. I don't care what anyone says. I'm telling you. I listen to what I want when I want. I mean, it's a
It's almost like I wish you could drop a voice note just so we can hear the tonation of what how it's supposed to be said.
Talk the things. And this is what it's about, you know. If as long as people are not going to get offended in the next coming weeks or whatever they go out, it's summertime. Barbecues are going to be licking. People need to free up the garden. 2024. What are you saying? Who's got the garden? Anyway, but yeah, you know what I mean. Pacey people are going to be out.
Wendy has come with blasphemy for you.
Go ahead. What are you talking about? Go ahead. Benjamins. All about the Benjamins. Boring. I'm not. I don't know how to. Just go ahead. Just go ahead. Are you mad? What about the Benjamins? What about? Are you mad?
I tell you, like, one of my favorite.
Are you mad? Boring. Yeah. What's Little Kim's line? What's Little Kim? Or step up with the whole family. Oh, don't. Boring. Nah. Sorry. DJ's paid for too long. Oh, no. I didn't even want to put the comment up. DJ's waiting for too long because they're waiting for the biggie bit. It's not for too long. There's not too long. They're playing the song. This is another show that we might have to. When should DJs cut off a track and not allowed to cut off the track? Because, boy, you know what I mean? You have to let tune run. There's none of this cutting off business, man. And in some tunes, you have to let play. You have to let play. You just have to let it play.
Because people are waiting for their bit.
People are waiting for their rap bit, their bit.
Scenario.
I was just about to say, you ain't getting that round like a Dungeon Dragon.
Because listen, if this was ever a thing where, I don't know, let's say there was some magic wand that some judge could wave and all the music just kind of like wasn't accessible
Yeah.
from that particular artist and whatnot. Man, one track I know I'd miss for real is Lil Kim, Queen Beat.
Oh God. Oh.
Oh man, that track there. That track there.
Oh no, you know what I would miss? Total Can't You See? Is it Can't You See?
Yeah.
Bim,
Yeah.
bim, 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 Don't.
There you are.
Come on.
Another one for me would be Craig Mack, Get Down, the original.
The original.
The original, yeah. I know Q-Tip's got the remix, and that's cool. But for me, the original is me.
Oh, okay.
And bass up the track a little bit, because I want to hear that boom, boom, you know what I'm saying?
That's it. Wendy says the reason it's easier to cancel Are You Smelly is because you now have to think about who his lyrics will direct. Yes. And that's what and that's why I'm saying the songs that are suspect, dash them way, because they pertain to all of that. Slow dance, it's about pulling someone close and holding them and just that 12-play album. Oh dear. Black
that's
Rob.
the marketing's
Don't. You can't touch. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Leave it well alone. That's staying right in the box. That is there.
And I guess this is also like a potential future episode at some point. Maybe it's the hypothetical thing, but what is it about when you've been given such genius and such talent, I guess. Mm-hmm. Well, then there's a question of where did it come from? But anyway, what then makes you get into situations where morally, it's not really, you've got the money, you've got the, everything's kind of nice, but they say more money, more problems.
I'm glad I left this up. This is hypothetical. Yeah. I'm glad I left this up. I don't think the two are connected. Or they're invertedly connected. You do well in your life, you step up from maybe the gutter, maybe for some people, or tough times. Let's not say that, because some people have the struggle, but it was tough times. You make something for yourself and you become independent, and then you move in different circles. Do you get what I'm saying? Socially, economically, spending money and so forth. So more things are open to you. Do you get what I'm saying? New things are open to you. New places are open to you. You might say yes to go to certain places and then see certain things, and they're telling you it's the norm.
But you gotta tell him no. Sorry,
but you can't go church on Sunday and say that you've seen it. You can't dip your face in the holy water and say, no, I'm not going back out again. I've seen some stuff. You know what I mean? People, how they do it. But then some people are like, oh, this is part of me going out and being with everybody and acceptance, and I've never had this. And it depends on the mindset of the person. That's where I'm trying to get to. Some people are firm. And also the third thing, keep your business in your business. This is why I was saying the word ego a lot. When you think you're untouchable, you're a boss, you're the biggest, you're the best, you're the diddy daddly doodly. Yeah, I'm the nah. Shut your mouth, fam. You don't know who you're around. Calm yourself. Enhance your calm. Chill. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you could upset the wrong people about you sending someone's child to go and get cake from the other side of the bloody city. Someone could come back and say, yo, I got pictures of Diddy digging out his nose and let me post them up. I was backstage and I saw him do this. Click, 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 click. They're after you now, innit? Because you tried to take them for a Mayu. So your ego, because you're the boss on camera, makes you do something, but then you don't know what that other person's willing to do to get back at you.
Yeah.
But
Whether
ego
it's today,
thinks you're
tomorrow.
untouchable. Exactly. Some people play the long game. When you're on your way down, I've got a couple things to go with it. You don't know what people are like.
Yeah.
You don't know who you're messing with. And that's what I'm saying. People need to enhance their area, understand what's going on around them, and be mindful.
You know what? This has kind of just popped into my head is Training Day.
In what aspect?
The scene.
Which one?
Like, oh, is that how you're doing me? Is that how you're doing me?
The last bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where everybody kind of
Yes,
turns.
ego.
Yeah.
Ego. He found himself untouchable. He thought he was the Dan. He's got the little baby mother up in the corners and everything, and he thinks he's a bad boy, and because he's got the badge and everything else. But really, you're hated. You're hated. A king will always lose their crown. Yeah, sometimes. Definitely. Yeah. I can hear that. But that's it. It depends how it is. Some kings or queens reign without any problems. Or, what I'm trying to stress, it's nobody's business. It's nobody's business. It's only come out recently that one of the queens was into Indian men. What's her name? Queen Lizzie's grandmother or whatever it is. She had the footman that was an Indian man, and that was her side thing. I was like, what? No way. Yeah, I'll put it up. Hypothetical. But, you know what I mean? Who would have thought it? And it's only come out now. In the last 8 to 10 years. He was there like serving, making tea and whatever. She was like, come. Keep your business quiet, innit? Shut your mouth. If you're out in the public eye, there should be a portion of what you're doing. And I'm not condoning that you can get away with beating up people quietly. No. Don't ever think that. Or doing anything to people like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there should be a portion of what you're doing should be private. People don't understand privacy. Not for everybody.
You see, again, it's going to be what's going to be the result of it. I mean, that's, the hypotheticals and everything.
Yeah.
What the result of it will be, because it took a long time for certain people to be fully put through the system and end up where people would want them to be ending up. But they will eventually come back into to the public eye, and nothing would have really changed except for time, because the event still happened. You've just been quote unquote punished for it, but everything is pretty much the same. So what's actually going to come of this? What's actually going to come of the situation? That's, I guess, the question where we can't really say for certain. But hypothetically, it would be a case of, the catalogue gets... One of the things about the MJ situation, and this is one of the theories, hypothetically, is that he was leaving Sony owning half the publishing. And that didn't make them very happy.
Yeah.
And so that's where you kind of hit them hard, is in their money, with the money.
Of course.
Yeah. So how do you do that with someone who has so much control over stuff and who's now split their assets into different places? It's going to be interesting.
Then all that's left is them.
Yeah.
All that's left is them. So if they have to go and do 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
their assets are going to grow, their kids will be fed, and they'll come out and they'll be okay.
Yeah.
People weren't happy with his recent apology. I see he put an apology out, the video. I did about 8 seconds and I switched it off. I'm like, nah.
But you know, it's like
The assets will be out on hold, yeah.
But it's like LO marketing consultant says, nothing's private. You come outside and you're on cam in 4K. Well, unless there's a crime, sometimes it's in like, I don't know, 16-bit Sega Mega Drive.
Only the things they want to, I tell you. They've got
Right.
clear cameras everywhere. Everywhere. I don't know. All I'm saying is, and I'm glad people have chimed in, that the bad boy, it's about Bad Boy for me. This is what I was worried about, because Bad Boy was my youth, not childhood. I was a teenager, I was a young man growing up, and I was honing my DJ craft when most of that was coming out. So, you know, it took me through my teenage years, and then it being one of the major labels that I did, and, you know, even just understanding what a label is and everything else, it was one of the ones. And then also having the chance to work with some of the artists and you know what I mean, be on the street team and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I got found to join the street team at the Diddy album launch party. That's exactly what happened. I was the closing DJ. The street team were in the house, and I mashed down the club, beat down the club. And then they turned around and said, nah, bruv, you need to come join the street team at the end of my set. You know what I mean? And I said, yeah, man, whatever that is, let's go. I don't know what street teaming is. And they said, yeah, man, you just promote music and play music, and you go out and we do parties and we do. I said, yes, I'm in. So, you know, I was part of the Bad Boy street team for a couple of years. It was good. It was good times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I definitely wouldn't knock down, you know what I mean? Because I've had a chance to work in that realm, and I do understand, and that's why it's kind of thing to me that the rest of the artists shouldn't suffer from him. Do him. Let, you know, if he's put his hands on people and done wrong things to people, then do him.
Yeah.
Don't bring down everybody else with it, man. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair.
With the Cosby Show, a lot of the actors suffered, I think, from that. You know, it took the whole show down. And it had the name, but the other actors had pretty much nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it at all. And the show was very positive. The show had lots of morals and lots of lessons, and it was funny, and it had 2 parents, nice home, very good jobs, and there wasn't really much around like that. Now I've seen shows where they're actually co-parenting, so they're split. Yeah, but
and they're doing the negative stereotypes that we don't like to hear about our culture, and they're playing on it in our faces. Yeah. I see it in adverts. I see it in TV adverts. On TV, you know, colorism to the most extent, and so things like that. It's just wild. I get it. I definitely get it. But leave Bad Boy alone. Yeah, fiddly diddly. Do what you want. He's gonna have to sort himself out. But leave Bad Boy alone. That's my say.
LL's gone into the producers. Nah, man, Easy Mo B, he's a producing legend. Easy Mo B is the man. Like Flavor in Your Ear original.
Is that him?
Yeah, man. He did most of Biggie's first album.
Right.
Yeah. The What?
Oh God. Is that him?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh.
One More Chance, the original. I believe that's him as well.
Dun 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 dun. That one.
No, that's a remix. It's off the album.
How's the One More Chance original?
Ready to Die. That's him.
Okay.
Not that. Well, when I say Ready to Die, the actual track.
Yeah, the track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all ready, man? Warning. That's him.
Oh my God, one of my favorite songs, man. I had that on repeat.
Boom. Boom.
Boom. My mum used to tell us to turn down that we have one speaker, and we had to lift it off the floor and put it on the bed, just so the bed would dissipate the bass, man. Oh man, good times.
Yeah, no, we don't touch the producers, because then you got Chucky Thompson, who did a lot of Faith's first album as well.
Ooh.
Lovely stuff.
Right, I think it's time. We've managed to get to. It is the Real SoundCheck Podcast. Myself, Butch Cassidy, alongside
Dave Knight.
Mr. Dave Knight. We are here. We're talking all stuff about Bad Boy and records. Sorry, and should the artist suffer due to their co-captain being an idiot? Let's just keep it 200 out here, yeah. Being an egotistical idiot, like just mashing up the thing. And you know, everyone's been honest. Everyone's been honest and said that it's okay. So I think I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I think I'm happy with that. So
I'm gonna take out the vinyl. Yeah.
Oh, don't! I could put my hand right. No, that's Def Jam. Where's Bad Boy? No,
Man,
that's Def Jam.
You erased it by labels?
Yes.
Oh wow, fantastic.
Yeah. So like, I put my hand here. I can go straight to Def Jam.
Okay.
And Rockefeller. That's Rockefeller. That's all of the 12s there. Then I can go in and pull out these ones. Def Jam. Straight away. Def Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. I can go in and just put my hand in. If I'm right, this should be Murder Inc. Yeah, the ink. Straight in, Murder Inc. Straight in, Murder Inc. My label's TVT, but it's too far to reach. There's more Def Jam over there and TVT and everything. Yeah, so there's a portion of my record thing that's done by label.
Nice.
Easier to find the I could just go to the section and just look through and then find it. Yeah. When I finish the studio and I have a vinyl only session, oh man, it's gonna be wicked. It's gonna be wicked.
I've got some crates that I haven't touched for years.
And
I just think there's gonna be stuff in there that I just completely forgot about. Because I put on a mix CD or mixtape, and then suddenly this track comes and oh yeah. That's it. And that's what I want to do. I want to now do my own compilations of tracks just from the vinyl. That's going to be another. Anyway, let me talk my thing. But yeah, it's just the vinyl sessions. But yeah. What else is forthcoming on the Real SoundCheck? What have we got coming up in the next couple of weeks? Well, one of the things we want to discuss is the impact of AI on the record business.
Yes. Let me put some music on in the background. What should I put on? Should I put on Thomas the Tank Engine? If you haven't heard us before, we like to do flips. Yeah, we take your favorite TV shows and we flip them into different style beats. What's this? No bootlegs.
On the vinyl. On the vinyl.
Yes, we're going to be talking about AI, LL marketing. We are. This should be for the BBC. Kids, what? Would be all up in it. Yeah. No, that's what I said to Diesel about his remix. Like, he's got to get that over to, like, Tiny Tots or something like that, because his remix is hard, man. Hard. Bigger G. Salute.
Salute, sir.
Salute the kings.
Greetings.
Yeah, thank you for the shout. So yes, we're going to be talking AI in the next couple of weeks. Our version, because there's a lot out there about the subject. And I think we definitely have to have a tape because it's embedded itself, hasn't it, bro?
It's getting so interesting.
It's embedded itself, especially because of we're DJs, how, especially with the recent clash that's happened and how AI was used within the clash, and that kind of backfired for my guy, you know what I mean, trying to use Tupac and Snoop's voice, you know what I mean, in a dub plate, and nah, bruv, like, no.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have done that.
It's getting techie, as they say.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. There's a lot that we probably don't even know about. But what we've seen so far, it looks like it's going to make a very, very big impact on the music scene as a whole. We probably will touch back on the way that the record labels operate and what impact that's going to have. Whether or not record labels are going to be able to sustain certain things and what they're going to be looking to do. But yeah, there's tools out there that are really interesting. Go on.
Can I share my hypothetical? There was the post that you put up with Vince Staples.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was talking about how big companies have now sold their subsidiaries and stuff like that, which is smaller companies that we get in the music out on, and they're consolidating and everything else. I truly believe that these people are really going to try and build AI artists. They're going to give an artist a name. They're going to have the voice. They're going to certify and lock down and copyright the voice and the music, and they're just going to go out there and they're going to really make people, like, you know what I mean, fall in love and program them to fall in love with these AI artists. So they own 1,000% of the rights. You know what I mean? 1,000% of the rights, not 100, 1,000% of the rights. And there's no. We can put you on tour if they can bring back Tupac and make him jump around with having an avatar and AI. They can put an artist up and make them look how they want and make them dance in front of everyone, and everyone looks at a 3D image walking around.
It's all of that.
It's all of that. Go on.
Because there's models already that are being exploited because they don't even know they exist. Deep that. People are making money off of things they've created, even more so than those that they can go to and ask, oh, could we do a collab? They could just create their own.
Yes.
And so that's where it feels like this is going to go. And when we explore this more and we have some resources and put them up, it's going to be probably do it over a couple of weeks.
Definitely.
It'll be an ongoing series, maybe like a part.
I definitely feel that we're gonna. Yeah, I definitely feel we're going to. Shania, hello.
Hey, good evening.
How you doing? LL Marketing put the best bit in. I like this. We're not hating. We're not hating at all.
We're just recognizing.
We're actually just recognizing that AI is serious. It is seriously out here. You know, you and I can both jump on an AI chatbot thingy, what's it, and turn around and say, write me a song. Write me a song in the style of Michael Jackson about getting up and going to work. It will write you the song. That's
you know
it.
What? This is me just thinking out loud, and it's.
I know.
Hypothetically, we could probably do a session where You have to guess whether or not it is.
Ooh. Take some lyrics and put them, and then see if they can find out which one's the written lyrics and who's it by, and then the AI lyrics.
Yeah. You can find some obscure stuff. You can find some well-known stuff. Have some creative. It's going to be interesting. Because don't forget, we also probably do some live as well with the audience. So you guys will be able to give us a phrase or something or topic, and we will get it to do the thing in front of us. And you know, stay tuned for the next few episodes.
People have to sing it. No, they don't. You could get AI voices. You could get AI voices to sing what you've got.
It's
out there.
Getting interesting is what we're saying. We're just recognizing some of the tools. And the thing is, I've only come across, I guess, some of the tools, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So there's going to be tools that are being worked on.
There's two guys. There's two guys. Oh, we're gonna have to do some real research and get some clips. There's two guys that got AI to write a rap. Yeah, and then they were on this website, and the guy goes, "Oh, whose voice are you gonna use?" He goes, "Oh yeah, let's put it in Drake's voice." So he built his beat, got AI to write the rap, and then went on another AI site and made Drake rap the tune that he got the thing. And I'm sorry, it sounded hard. It sounded hard. Hello Marketing, I saw it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's already out there. You can pick whoever you want. Justin Bieber, blah, 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 whatever.
And that's something I want to mention when we do the show.
Ooh. If you've got any roundabout facts or how he was. No, I haven't, well, we haven't seen, I haven't personally seen anything. If you've got any roundabout how he got dragged in and what level.
Yeah, because there's been stories about the gentleman, but not necessarily directly relating to what we've currently been discussing.
Yeah, so we're definitely open.
Well, at least we maybe know that if Aaron's convicted of anything, we don't necessarily get rid of the Guy catalogue.
Oh, God, no. No. So, yes, AI is definitely going to be a subject that's going to pop up over the next couple of weeks. Also as well, we spoke to 3 event organizers. We're going to speak to hosts. I am digging in my library of hosts, and I think hosting is another thing that is not ignored but appreciated. And I definitely want to delve into hosts. So I'm going to be bringing multiple, maybe 2 or 3 hosts to come in and talk about their time in the game and what it means to be a host of nightclub parties and also events, because it does lead you on to other things. So look out for those. Those are definitely going to happen. On some sexual assaulting. Oh no! Well, boy, this is it now. It's when it rains, it's gonna pour, man. They're all gonna start dragging each other down. But he was there. No, he was there. Yeah, but he was in the room. Yeah, but I didn't do nothing. But he. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, the bigger issue is that there's guys who just feel that it's an acceptable response or an acceptable thing or a means to an end, you know. If somebody says no, they say no.
Yeah, but it's not that side of it. It's well, I'm not saying you're wrong. That is one side of it. There's another side of it, which is what I think someone else said in the chat. Is this the circles they move in and the stuff that they do as fun and entertainment. It's not. For some people, it's not entertainment. Do you get what I'm saying? Being in a room full of people and only one person of the opposite sex is not fun for some people. Or knowing about it is not fun. You know, things like that. It's just that's just one hypothetical example. But I'm just saying, there's things that people do in their spare time that it's just not fun. It's not fun. It could be seen as very yeah. So there's all that side of it without going too deep. But you know what I mean? One woman has just come forward saying that Diddy had his way with her, then my man decided to jump in. That's deep. So she was Diddy, she was freeing it up to Diddy, and then the man, her boyfriend, decided to jump in. Well, this is what I'm saying. This is where it's gonna go. All stories are gonna come out. You know what I mean? Years ago, there was Diddy dancing, you know, provocatively with men, and in the party, he was just dancing. Do you get what I'm saying? But then the way the video caught it, he was standing behind another man doing a dance, and everyone says, "Ah, Diddy's this, Diddy's that, Diddy's this, Diddy's that." He was just dancing. And you know when you go left to right, left to right, left to right, whatever. But I think he might have had his hand on a man's waist, so it looked like he was thrusting him from behind while he was dancing. Big thing. Went all over the place.
There's also a video that surfaced. If you find it, it's between him having a conversation with Run, the Reverend Run.
Yeah.
Talking about his preferences and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's another aspect that's come out now, which is also painting pictures in a certain way.
Well, there's that clip of Fabulous. Is it on the Drink Champs?
Yep.
And he turns around and Diddy's like, why don't you come party with me, man? Why don't you come party with me? And Fabulous is like, nah, it's all right. He's being in the nicest possible way, like, it's all right, cool, fam.
Cool. But, you know, that would be blamed on the drink. After all, it is Drink Champs.
Yeah, they're going to do that. But nah, he was basically saying, fam, I know what happens at your parties. I'm not getting there. I'm not going there. Aaron jumped in and stole the whole... Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, all of that. So yes, thank you for getting involved in today's show. Look out for the AI subjects. Look out for the nightclub hosts, event hosts, topics that will be coming up. More quizzes as well. Look out for our games night. I think the Connect 4 champion needs to put the title up soon. hint.
We got a Connect 4 champion. We got a quiz champion. I don't think we've got a bingo champion just
No,
yet.
we haven't got a bingo champion yet. So definitely look out for a quiz night coming up pretty soon. We're not. She laughed. She laughed. I'm just saying we're not normally here on bank holidays. So just be aware, because we know what it's like. You've had a long weekend and so forth, and sometimes, you know what I mean, that Monday night is when you're in your bed getting ready. So we know what it's like.
And then I guess also there is probably a flip due at some point, or a remix due at some point.
Yes,
and we like to get suggestions from the audience, from everybody in the chat, to say, okay, what theme tune usually would you like us to flip, you know, do an alternative version of. But then also we came up with another remix challenge, where you give us a song, we take the a cappella and do a whole new version, or just mix it with an instrumental that maybe you haven't heard before. If
you haven't heard one of our remixes, we were challenged to do Man in the Mirror. That was the last one. And here's my... This is my version. It's a little snippet.
It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind.
I tried to do like a Bryson Tiller, Michael Jackson thing.
But not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see them?
Watch out for the switch.
A sonorous disregard, a broken bottle top. and soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know. They got nowhere to go. That's why no one got to know. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways.
Let's just leave that right there. But yes, that is what we call a remix challenge. So we might need to nominate another a cappella, and we will all get into it. Thank you, Shania. Thank you, Bigger G. Thank you.
You want to hear the others that were done on that show, because there were a couple of flips and a couple of acapellas on that show, go look for the replays on the channel.
Yes.
Go to the live section, look through,
Yes.
and you should see the Flips Remix Challenge episode. Yep. And again, thanks for those who have been liking, sharing, commenting, and letting people know what's happening. It's much appreciated. We always appreciate getting you lot getting interactive in the chat as well.
Always. I don't think we're gonna make it till 11. It was a good show.
Yeah.
It was a good
We
show.
cleared it up. We're okay to play.
We're okay.
Bad boy artists.
Yeah, of course we are. We Bad Boy is staying in the crates, the boxes, and our personal players. It's still around. Whatever Diddley's doing, let it happen to Diddley. It's his business. It's his business. So remember. Oh, is that Diva?
Yeah.
Yo, what go on?
And how interesting that Bad Boys the movie is coming out soon as well.
I know, but it's not associated. I'm actually looking forward to this one. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens to it.
Yeah.
What did you actually think of the last one? With his fake son. Not his fake son, but his strange son.
It was all right.
When your voice goes up like that, I don't believe it. You didn't like it. Oh, did you like the chicken? Yeah, it's okay, yeah. When the voice goes high, I don't believe it. Don't. I can't trust it.
It was an enjoyable film. But this I think the favorite's number one, definitely. Number one is always the favorite.
Okay, yeah. Number one was good, but I'm still looking forward to it. I don't know. I'm warm to Will Smith. You know what I mean? I like that. I like what's going on, man. You know what I mean? It's just,
I guess it feel when I saw the first trailer, it felt like it was a cross between something and a Michael Bay film. It's like the Michael Bay thing started to come out a bit more. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know if that's...
Well, if they got to flip their own franchise, because I think they put more of their own money into this one.
Okay.
Into these ones. You know what I mean? It wasn't heavily supported because people didn't know about the franchise, but I think they've chipped in a lot more. Mm-hmm. So while you're hot, you know what I mean? Bloody hell. If Vin Diesel can go to number 10 with his ting, why can't these lot at least get 5 Bad Boy movies? And you know what I mean? And do what they have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Do what they have to do. You can't take it too seriously to be... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes movies are just movies, man. They're just a little bit of escapism for a couple of minutes. Mm-hmm. And, you know what I mean? You should have shared upload box for the listeners. What, of the flips?
Like
Love
Public
Diesel's
G-Drive.
Wonderwall and Bosie. This is it. This is what I'm saying. But we have all spoken, the founding members, and there will be a box available maybe on what's it called? What's the site?
Bandcamp.
Yeah, that's it. Bandcamp, and we're going to put all the flips up there for everyone to be able to get. I think it will be good to do it. I personally feel for like either show 80 or 90 or something really close, like something like that to the 100. So it's there and it's curated.
Oh, episode 100 would be nice, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So everything's available for it, and it's something to do that. So we're close.
Yeah, man.
We're close. We got the close. Let the listeners send in flips. Of course you can.
And what's the email address?
Thank you very much for doing that. No notice.
It is the Real SoundCheck Pod at gmail.com.
Yeah. If we're flipping something at the same time, but you've done a version, send it in.
Yeah. We want to
Don't
hear.
wait for our flips. If you can flip the same thing that we're flipping, send it in. Please do so. Please do so. Oh, we would love to hear some ideas and flips and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, yeah. So even if you go back over it, you got what else is there? There's Hill Street Blues, there's Bergerac, there's Joe 90, there's oh God, what else is there?
Pearl and Dean.
Spider-Man. There's another cartoon, I can't think.
Oh, I can't think of the cartoon one.
Yeah, I can't think. There's another cartoon.
It's not Danger Mouse.
Danger Mouse, that's it. We've done Danger Mouse. If any of those, you flipped any of those into different beats, send them in.
Yes.
Send them in, please.
And again, if there's something you want us to flip and want us to have a go at, send it in. Let us know. The Real SoundCheck Pod at gmail.com. The Real SoundCheck Pod at gmail.com.
Yes, right. Thank you. Thank
I
you.
think it's been a wonderful exploration of the bad boy Diddy situation.
Yes. I think we had a great conversations, and I feel a lot better now. You know, when you air things out and you vent things, it's a lot better now. I feel good.
Yes.
I feel good.
So we can, well, we may not be in, but we can still enjoy the artistry of wonderful artists such as Faith Evans,
Yes.
Total,
Live long.
Biggie,
Yes.
Craig Mack,
Yes.
112,
Yes.
The Locks,
Yes.
Lil Kim,
Yes.
Lil C's,
Yes.
Black Rob.
Yes.
You know, all these
All these
different
artists.
Yes.
Diddy Dirty Money, Cherry Dennis. I don't know why he touched the last night in Paris, man. He should have left them alone, man. That upset me, man. Those youths were ahead of their time, man. As soon as they went and signed,
You know who was from the UK that should not have signed to a US label, in my humble FDM?
Fundamental.
Yeah.
Yeah. They should never
were
have done it.
bad.
They should have never have gone over there.
Nah, they were
Never.
bad. Bad,
Never.
bad, bad, bad,
Never.
bad.
Never. Yeah. Ban fire for Diddy. Yeah, we done that. That's what we said. Whatever happens to him, happens to him. But Bad Boy record label, leave it alone. Leave it alone, and may the music live on. May the music live on. You gonna say your goodbyes?
Peace and love, everyone. Enjoy your week. Stay safe. Stay blessed. And don't forget, you can check out the replays at the Real SoundCheck Pod on YouTube.
Yes, you can. Good night. Stay blessed. Each and every Monday, 9 p.m., Lord willing, right here, live on YouTube, the Real SoundCheck Podcast. It ain't hypothetical no more. It's actually the Real SoundCheck Podcast. Ooh, so who's talking? Someone's talking. Oh, everyone say bless up. Oh, thank you. Have a good week. For real. Diddy go on, big up. There's always one diehard right to the end. Bye all. Enjoy the rest of your week. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. You lot stay blessed. For real, have a good week in the UK. Enjoy the weather. Get out. Even if you put your foot out in the back garden or the landing or whatever you've got.
Yes, just
get out,
put your
man.
toe out there. Put the toe out there. Stretch the toe out.
Seriously.
Let the toe touch some sun.
And people keep saying, oh, don't look at the sun. Close your eyes, look up, and take a face full of that. Just do it.
Pause.